This is Kelly Anders, and this is my video profile for Children's Library Materials Fall 2015, and I chose to focus on the illustrations of Floyd Cooper. I would like to provide a presentation overview, first starting with the rationale, discussing the significance of Cooper's illustrations, followed by examples of Cooper's work, and finally, a few additional resources. So why Floyd Cooper? Two reasons: the quality of his work and the focus of his work. First, the quality. He has a unique painting style, likely developed through his experiences earning his fine art degree at the University of Oklahoma. His work is colorful and memorable. He uses a style where he paints and then he erases from it and creates something really soft and beautiful and colorful. He was once a corporate illustrator for Hallmark and Budweiser, among other companies, and his characters are always very expressive and, as I mentioned before, colorful. He focuses on the African American genre primarily, both historical and modern periods, famous and everyday people. His work promotes pride and awareness. It likely reflects personal experiences because he, from what I read in one interview, he grew up in humble beginnings and he was able to become successful through hard work. And I believe that his images enrich the text and stories. They really make a difference in the books that I've seen. So let's look at a few examples, 6 to be exact, going in reverse chronological order from 2012 back. First, let's start with Brick by Brick. This was published in 2012, and it chronicles the building of the White House, which was completed primarily by slave labor. This is a lovely book of illustration. Well, the illustrations are really do enhance the story, and as you can see, his characters are often looking off into the distance and they're very expressive. I've noticed that. He very seldom has characters that look straight into the camera or straight into the person reading. Next, this cover I especially like. This is In the Land of Milk and Honey, also published in 2012 by Joyce Carol Thomas, with whom Cooper has collaborated quite a bit. This chronicles the author's move from Oklahoma to California, and this is Thomas as a girl, looking hopeful and dreamy again off into the distance, holding oranges, or an orange, like it's gold. In The Blacker the Berry, the focus is on the various skin tones of African Americans and how everybody should be proud of their skin tone, no matter what that might be. And as you can see, this was an award-winning book. And again, you notice that the model on the cover is looking off into the distance in a dreamy way. And I just think it's just beautiful in how soft it is, but it's still colorful, even though primarily this cover is brown. He manages to always be colorful without being stark or loud, and I just love that. In I Have Heard of a Land from 2000, this is again a collaboration with Joyce Carol Thomas. This is a story of how African Americans were attracted to the Oklahoma Territory. Again, the cover model is looking off into the distance in kind of a dreamy way, hopeful and happy. I love the plains in the background. I love how it's so colorful. There's such a use of color, but it's not too bright. It's wonderful. The clouds are so soft and beautiful. Although you can't tell if that could even be smoke, but you know it's clouds. But or it could be smoke actually. But it's just a beautifully done cover, I think. In Meet Denitra Brown from 1997, Cooper collaborates with Nikki Grimes in a collection of poetry. And this cover, I think also, this is a little bit more modern in its feel with the t-shirt and the either shorts or trousers that the little girl has on, and the glasses. Everything is just, there's such attention to detail, yet it's soft. And it just leaves so much open to interpretation, but it gives you just enough. And the colors, I would imagine, would be really interesting for kids. I know earlier we talked about whether color is used to help a child to relax or to invigorate. And I think this is somewhere in between. Finally, I really like this cover, Brown Honey in Broom Wheat Tea, another collaboration with Joyce Carol Thomas. What I love about this cover is the use of sunlight and how it's so realistic in how it's shining through the girl's hair. And again, she has a dreamy look, not looking directly at the reader. And it's very colorful. That seems to be a theme in the style that Cooper has. For additional information about Floyd Cooper, you might want to visit his website at floydcooper.com. There's also a really interesting interview that I read from librarypoint.org. There were a variety of interviews I looked at. This one I wanted to include because I thought it was one of the best. And then finally, he's on Facebook at Floyd Cooper 12. Thank you for watching and listening to my presentation. Have a great day.